So, so of course, all of you know me. This is me. So I am a professional in media and communications as well as project management. I have about 6 years of experience, and my work is mostly on sustainable models that we use to drive impact. And so far, the work that I lead has reached thousands of people, both within the country and outside the country, because of the virtual nature of our work. Mostly we run master classes, we run fellowships like this, we run internships that are remote, and then even we get to have people that are outside. And right now, I lead program development at the Excellence Foundation. And if you want to reach me, that is my contact, as well as that is my email. So what do you expect from this session? So in this session, one, you should expect how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. You should know how to craft a professional brand. And also you should know how you can actually engage on the LinkedIn profile and how you can use LinkedIn to hunt for jobs or even to network with professionals in your field. Now, what do you expect from this session? At the end, when we come to forums like this, there should be outcomes. There should be something that when you walk out of here, you know that, oh, I've gained this, right? It shouldn't be just something that you come, you waste a whole 2 hours, and then you don't get to learn anything. At least you must be able to pick one or two things by the time we leave out of this session. So, what do you expect? One, you should expect that you build a professional and compelling LinkedIn profile, and that will be a key part of your assignment that you will have to submit by next Friday. And then also, the next thing is you should be able to develop a strategic content and engagement plan. And also, you should be able to leverage the platform for effective networking, as well as use LinkedIn features to find and apply for jobs. So these are the key learning outcomes for this session. Now, why LinkedIn? So, for example, why did we choose LinkedIn? Why didn't we say, oh, let's talk about Facebook, or let's talk about X, formerly Twitter, let's talk about Clubhouse or TikTok, right? But why did we say we should learn about LinkedIn? So LinkedIn is not only an online CV, it is a professional brand. So mostly when you talk about professional networks, professional discussions, people ask for LinkedIn profile. No one, rarely people ask for Facebook and stuff, yeah? And then 97% of recruiters use LinkedIn to find talent. People source a lot of talent on LinkedIn. There are people who leverage LinkedIn very well and they're able to get gigs as a result of LinkedIn. And then you also notice that LinkedIn helps you build a network, it helps you find jobs, and it helps you learn new skills. LinkedIn offers courses that you can take. And then LinkedIn has groups that we talked about earlier, as you saw in the quiz. And then also a strong profile on LinkedIn is your first impression. So if you don't want to make your own website, so the LinkedIn profile will serve as your own website, right? So we have what we call the anatomy of a powerful profile on LinkedIn. So what must your LinkedIn profile have? One, your LinkedIn profile must have a professional photo and background image. That is one. Two, it must have a compelling headline. And then three, it must have informative about section. And then three, it must have a detailed experience and education and skills and endorsements as well as recommendations. So let's say on a computer, this is my LinkedIn profile that you should be able to see so that you understand the things that we are talking about. So when I click my profile here, this is my profile. Now, this is what we call a, a profile photo, you see? And this is what we call a background photo, you see? And then when you move down, this is what we call a headline. This is what we call what? A headline that then you get to use on your LinkedIn profile. And that is very important part of your profile. And the next is the about section. So this is what we call the about section. The about section is where you write a lot of stuff. You see, like here, from here, this is about 5 paragraphs, my about, you see. And then when you come down, it has to have your detailed experience and education. You come down, you come down here. Yes, this is my experience, my work, what I've done and stuff. So this is my latest experience. It comes down to, yes, all my experience, they are here. Comes to my education is here. Comes to licenses and certifications, and come to volunteering opportunities. uh, yes. So so my work at the Excellence Foundation is volunteer work. That's why you see it under volunteering. And then skills, you put your skills, and then any recommendations received and recommendations given. These are recommendations I have written for people. I've written about 3 recommendations for people, and then yes, and then yes. So these are all the things that I've explained uh, here in this section of of the profile. So again, let me just get for you the profile for let me get for you the profile for Brenda, so that again you see how it is written. So let me just do this very fast and then show you this profile, and then so that you again understand the different aspects. Yes, so this is the profile for Brenda, and yes. So again, this is her cover photo, you see here. And then this is her profile photo. You come here, this is her headline. Her headline is here, and then comes here, this is her about page. You see her about is again several paragraphs where she explains what she does, what she has achieved. And then you come here, comes down to her, and then it comes down here to her experience. This is where she presently works, and her previous work, her education is here. And then you come down to her licenses and certifications, his skills, you see. And then also it comes down to recommendations. She has gotten a couple of recommendations. One, two, she has like 4 recommendations. And let me see the recommendations she has given. She has given like 1 recommendation so far, you see. And then her languages, yes, and her interest. So this is how you write a LinkedIn profile. So pretty much this just shows you what you're supposed to do when it comes to optimizing your LinkedIn profile. I hope that you have understood now the meaning of an anatomy of a powerful profile, both from this explanation and also from the examples of my profile and the profile of Brenda that I've shown you. Next, of course, now in details, what we mean by a professional photo. A professional photo is a high resolution headshot. Like, it just needs to be your head. Even on Facebook, your profile photo doesn't really have to be a full picture of you doing something. Yeah. Your profile photo should just be a headshot, just like in these 2 examples you see here. When you see my example, you see this is a profile photo, just a headshot. When you see this one of Brenda, it's just a headshot of Brenda, right? So it's something like this. So you don't have to put some fancy photos of you, like full picture, even on Facebook or any other social media profile. A profile photo should just be a headshot, right? And that is very important. So you can a good rule of thumb is, of course, you can wear what you would wear, especially when you're going to an interview. Make sure you wear some kind of good clothes. uh, Again, just like you see in these examples, you see this, the clothes pretty much covers this chest and stuff. And you can see the same here, the clothes that I put on pretty much covers that. So you should not take a photo where you're on a vest or something of that kind. Yeah. And then you can use canva.com, or you can use profilemaker.com to make your profile picture. So profile maker is here. This is an app called profilemaker.com. I'm going to share the link in the chat box, but this is how it looks like. And then you can yes, for example, I will just upload my photo. Let me see if I have any photo that I can upload here. Okay, let me check this photo of mine. then I put here, then it attempts to analyze the photo and create for me a profile photo. So just in case you do not want to go through the hassle of editing, you see, then it creates for me. You see, these are some examples that it then creates for me. You see, then I can see through this. I can then download. If I want to change the background, I can choose which color I want to be in the background. If I want to change the shape, I can make it a square like this. You see, now it has changed to square. If I want to make rounded corners, you see, now rounded corners. If I want to make extra rounded, you see, these are extra rounded. And if I want to edit the photo further, I can edit the photo. For example, if I want to reduce this like this, I can reset it, and then I can reset. I can, yes, something like this. You see, so pretty much this is it with the profile maker. And then once you get the photo that looks good to you, let's say if I say that this one looks good, then I will click on this. I will click on this and then be able to download it as I want. Let's say this is what I want. If I want to still edit it, let's say edit it, I can edit it. If everything looks good, then I'll just click download here, this download button, and then it should be downloaded right in my device. Next is a background image. So you have to use a relevant background image, a professional image that reflects your industry or career aspirations. You have to avoid generic or low quality images. For example, I was seeing the picture for, was it Yen? Yes, let me see if I can get Yen. Yen, yes, Yen. Where was it? Mien, or this is someone different? Okay, there's another person I saw the profile earlier today. Okay, a cock. Let me see. Okay, a cock. Who else? I think I forgot. I might have forgotten the person. Yes, but then yes, but then the point is the background image should be relevant and should be professional. Even you can get one where you are doing your work, and then you can share it, and then be able to put it there. So you can use, if you want to design your own, you can use Canva. Canva is canva.com. It's a graphics design. It's a graphics creation platform for people who are not graphic designers, for people who don't want to do Photoshop and stuff. You can just use Canva because it has templates that have been designed by other people. So what you do is you can just sign to Canva, and you can say LinkedIn. You can just say LinkedIn cover photo, and then you search, and then it gives you examples. You see, for example, these are examples of good LinkedIn cover photos, and then you choose one. You choose one from all this, and then you edit it. Just remove, for example, the name, the photo of the person, and then you put your own details. You see, there are very many templates that you can get on LinkedIn, and then you choose the one that you want, and then you get access to it. And again, we have LinkedIn Pro team account, which is a pro version where you can have access to. When you see something like this means this is a premium version. You must have Canva Pro or a Teams plan that is Pro, and you should be able to access. But there are others that are free. For example, this one is free. It doesn't have the pro version. So you can select such kind of templates and then edit them to become what you want. So that is it with the first thing. Next is, you see, so this is how a profile photo should look like. This is a good example of a profile photo, and then this is a good example of a cover photo, and also using the example that I shared earlier that you've seen on Canva. Next is crafting a headline. How then do you make sure that you have a good headline that really works for you while you use LinkedIn? the formula for a headline is it is really more than your job title. For example, the formula is you can put your role and then your company and then your key skill and then what you're passionate about or what is your long-term goal. For example, if you are a student, you can say, I am a marketing student at the University of Juba, and your skill is digital marketing and content creation enthusiast. And then you are also, your goal is to seek internship opportunities. You see, something like this. Or if you're an entry-level professional, for example, I saw some people say they're computer science students. You would say that I am a junior software developer. My skills are Python and JavaScript specialist, and my long-term goal is to build innovative web solutions. Or what you're passionate about is building innovative web solutions. You see, so this is how your headline should look like. So this is the formula: your role, your company, your key skill, what you're passionate about, and what is your goal. And you can separate using these icons like we put, just like in the examples that I've seen that I've shown you. See, like for Brenda, this is it, and you see this is the headline. So next is, I hope that this is clear. Next is the about section. So again in this section, you could actually, yes, and then in this section now is just like now a summary of your CV, and then a call to action. You summarize your experience, your education, but then you write in paragraph form. You don't write now like how you write on your CV in terms of lines and stuff. You have to write in-depth explanation of everything that you have in your CV. And this is now your chance to tell your story. It has to be a story that you tell people. And you have to use the first two lines to grab attention. And then after that, after grabbing people's attention, then you talk about your passion, your skills, your accomplishments, and your career goals. And you use keywords relevant to your industry. And then you have to end with a call to action. For example, I'm always open to connect with professionals in the tech industry, or feel free to reach out to me via this. Okay, so this is it. So for example, let's look at the about section for Brenda. Brenda begins with a story. I remember the first time I stepped into an HR office. The hiring process was slow, compliance gaps were everywhere, and employees felt disconnected. It was overwhelming, but instead of feeling stuck, I saw an opportunity to build something better. Fast forward 6 years, and HR is no longer just a job for me, it is my mission. At Coalition for Humanity in Juba, South Sudan, I have helped transform HR and administration into powerful engines of efficiency and growth. What I have built: recruitment processes that cut hiring time by 33%, bringing the right talent on board faster, compliance systems that eliminate guesswork, ensuring every process runs by the book, budgeting strategies that reduce cost without compromising quality, because smart HR is also about sustainability. There was a time when a critical hire was delayed due to outdated processes. The organization was at risk of losing a major project. I revamped the hiring strategy, reduced digital onboarding, introduced digital onboarding, and we filled the position in half the usual time. That's when I realized that HR is truly about impact. I design strategic solutions that help organizations and people thrive, whether it is optimizing workforce planning, improving leadership pipelines, creating inclusive workplaces. I turn complex HR challenges into real lasting results. I believe that the best HR professionals never stop learning. That's why I actively invest in certifications like disaster management capacity assessment, gender equity, diversity, and inclusion. If you're looking to transform HR into a driver of business success, let's talk. Together, we can build workplaces that don't just function but flourish. You see, she followed all these things that I've explained here, all these things. She has told you a story. She has grabbed your attention. She has talked about her passion, her skills, accomplishments, and career goals. And she has ended with a call to action. And that is exactly how you are supposed to write your about section. So, for example, here you could say, my goal is to help people and organizations grow. As a teacher in communications and project management profession with over 5 years of experience, I have had the privilege of driving impactful work that has reached over 5,000 beneficiaries in South Sudan and beyond. I am passionate about developing effective communication strategies, and leading projects from concept to completion with the focus on delivering tangible results. I'm currently seeking new opportunities to apply my skills in a dynamic environment where I can continue to make meaningful impact, whether it is through crafting compelling narratives, coordinating complex initiatives, or mentoring others. I thrive on challenges that connect me with diverse communities and drive positive change. I'm always open to connect with new fellow professionals to exchange ideas and explore potential collaborations. So that is just a summary of the about a section, and that is exactly how it is supposed to look like. Next, in the part for experience and education. Now, experience and education is this part. Remember, we are moving here really step by step so that you understand. So I really encourage all of you to follow closely. Now, let's come to the part for education. So in the part for the part for experience, experience usually comes first. Uh, Even in your CV, make sure experience comes first, and then education later. Don't just list tasks. Don't talk about list tasks. Always highlight your achievements and use impact. You have to use a strong action verbs. I shared last time a list of action verbs in the PDF document via the Google Classroom and also via the WhatsApp group. I hope most of you have had time to look through it. So you have to quantify your success. For example, don't say that I manage a team. That is not good. Instead, you have to say I manage a team of 5. You see? If you increase sales, don't say you increase sales. You have to say you increase sales by 15%. You have to quantify. Try as much as you can to quantify. That is why as you work, you have to track numbers, track the successes you are making within your organization. When you do that, you will be able to do what? You'll be able to achieve a lot and a lot when it comes to telling the story. When people see your work, people will see that this is somebody who is really organized. And then for students, you can include relevant coursework, projects, and volunteer work. Of course, that is why even as a student, you have to try your best to make sure that you are able to volunteer in community associations, in non-profit organizations, and even in work that is done within your college or within your university. Even in student leadership, you should be able to volunteer. That is very important. And then for entry-level professionals, you highlight skills gained through internships and even entry-level roles. That can help you a lot in being able to gain a lot of success and traction as you build your LinkedIn profile. Next, so let me give you the example of the experience and education. Again, today we'll focus the on the profile for Brenda. So let's look here again. So for Brenda, of course, you have to make sure you put the name of the organization. Then you have to put when you started, like here, her title, Head of Operations. And then her start year was January 2025 up to now. She is now 9 months there. So the nature of work is hybrid. Sometimes she works online and sometimes she has to go to office. So these are the roles for the job. And now these are her achievements. These are her achievements. She has listed successfully streamline HR, procurement, and compliance processes, reducing approval turnaround time, and improving accountability. She led the design and rollout of key operational policies like procurement, HR, and compliance manuals to strengthen governance. She negotiated favorable vendor contracts and introduced cost-saving measures, resulting in significant budget savings. She built strong HR and admin teams through mentoring, training, and implementing structured performance appraisals. She achieved 100% compliance in donor audits and external reviews by strengthening documentation and reporting systems. So you see, and then another role again at the same organization, she was human resources and administration manager. So in this role, she was able to spearhead and implement strategic HR planning policies, which resulted to 33% reduction in time to fill position. She managed departmental budget effectively, leading to 17% reduction in overhead costs. She enhanced employee satisfaction through a comprehensive management system, boosting engagement scores by 21%, and so forth and so on. And then you continue to list as long as you have a couple of these experiences that you need to list out and share through your LinkedIn profile. Now, the next part is the part for education. In the part for education, you have to mention, LinkedIn will ask you to mention the university, the degree, and here. Like for example, here, she has a bachelor's degree in human resource management uh, or personnel administration, and you have to put the year and what skills did you learn from this course. Like in this case, she learned personnel files, report writing, human resources, information systems, and research skills. She also did Kampala University master's degree in project management from 2018 to 2020. And then she also has a master's degree in human resource management and personal administration from Liverpool John Moores University. And the skills are HR consulting and research skills. So this has to come out clearly in both your education and experience. And this is a good example that you can follow and learn from. Now, so we move to skills and endorsements. LinkedIn allows you to add up to 50 skills. You can add up to 50 skills in your profile, but that does not mean you can now add any skill that you just see there. No, the skill really has to be relevant to what you are doing. For example, you have to add skills that are relevant to your field. For example, if you're a social media or digital marketer, then you have to say that you're good in SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. If you're somebody who is a project manager, then you say you're skilled in project management. If you're somebody who is good in computer science, then you can say you are good in C++ programming. If you're a communications professional, then you're good in editing and so videography and photography. Then you have to pin your top 3 most important skills to the top. Top 3 profiles, top 3 skills, pin to the top. And you have to actively seek endorsements from connections who have worked with you. Yes. When if we work with you like this, you can ask for endorsements from us. Then we'll be able to see based on the assignments that you submit. We will know this person is good in this person is good in this, and this person is good in this. And then we'll be able to provide you endorsements based on the skills that you will put in your profile. And we can be able to give you recommendations. So that is it with LinkedIn profile optimization. With the certifications, when you do courses, any course that you do online or where you get the certificate, then you can add your courses here. You add the courses. Usually they will ask you to upload the certificate and the date of issue and stuff. So you can add all these certifications of yours or any licenses that you have. The licenses, you add them here. And then recommendations, you can ask for recommendation from colleagues. And then you also need to recommend your colleagues. And that way you grow your profile together. So that is it about LinkedIn. And just to add a few things, let me come to my profile. Yes. So with LinkedIn again, we talked about having a good URL. So some profiles may not have a professional URL. So usually you have to do settings. So when you come to your settings, you have to make sure that if you want to change your name, you come to edit profile, and you should be able to make changes like to your name, your first name, your headline. This is where you make all these changes to your profile. And if you want to put your website, you can put your website, and then your contact information. You can also edit your contact information. So this is what happens when you want to do settings. And then we have this. You see this badge. This shows that this profile has been verified. And now you can verify your profile in 2 ways. One way of verifying your profile is by using your passport. If you have a passport, you can verify your profile using your passport. If you don't have a passport, then you can use your work email. Like if you work at an organization that has corporate email or a company that has corporate email, then you use your work email that is having at this.com or at, for example, at efss.ngo, and then you use that profile to be able to verify your profile. And then another thing is if you manage a business, you can even post jobs. You can create company profiles on your LinkedIn profile, and then it get to so verification. When you come to profile management, then you click verification, and then you should be able to verify here. Like now mine is verified, and so I don't have a problem with that. So yours, you can also do the same and be able to verify your, if you want to delete your account, you can delete your account here. If you want to go pro, you can also go pro. So these are, and then here personal information and demographics like your gender, disability, and so forth. And then sign in and security. Yeah, you have to change your email address, your phone number, your password, your passkeys. If you want to see where you are signed in, so that you see whether somebody has gained unauthorized access, you can see here. Visibility, you can edit who can view your profile, and you want to edit your public profile. You want to see who can download or see your email. All this information comes to the visibility. And then data privacy. Yeah, you want to make sure that only a few people are able to access your data, who can connect with you, who can send you an inbox. All this can happen in settings, and you should be able to work around your profile and make it look really, really good. And then another thing is, yeah, even you can publish articles. Yeah, if you are sharing post, of course, on the computer, it's here. You cannot publish articles on the phone, I think, but on the computer, you can write articles, especially if you can write article as, yes, individual article. You put the featured image, you put the headline of your title of your article, you write here, and then you can use this to edit. You can hyperlink, you can embed, you can add an image or video, you can code, you can bullet, you see, you can change styles, and so forth and so on. So, and then you can publish your articles and be able to share links to your published articles. And here, this is where you see your notifications. Here you see your messages. This is where you see any jobs that are suggested to you by LinkedIn. LinkedIn can suggest jobs for you based on what they see here. Here they can, yeah, like here they suggest I might want to explore. The last one is connections, my network. So my network is where you get to see people who have sent you connection requests or connection requests that you have sent. Like now for me, yes, you can see all this here, and you can manage here invitations. Like for me now, I sent connection request to a couple of people. The received ones are here, and then sent one you can see here. So yeah, so this is it with LinkedIn. And on the left, you should be able to see some of your statistics, like profile views. Like now I have about 72 recent profile views. I have 491 post impressions. And then the pages that I manage, they're here. I can see them. And then my groups, if I want to see which groups I'm in, I just click groups. And then these are groups that I'm in, a couple of them. And then if I want to create my own group, I will also create my own group from here. So this is it with the groups. And then the last part is newsletters. Also, if you want to receive updates for newsletters, you can write here. And then if you're somebody who is a good writer, you can also create your own newsletter. But don't create when you're not going to be actively writing. So create only if you want to active. And then if you have an event that you want to invite people to, you can create an event, especially people who are communication professionals, like Kako. Kako is a communications professional. So this can be very good, useful if you have a public event that your organization is organizing, then you can just create an event. So then you can just create an event. So this is it with LinkedIn profile optimization. If you have any questions about LinkedIn, you can ask before we move to the session for social media management. I've seen there are no questions in the chat box. Yeah, so if you have a question, you can raise your hand and then ask before we move to the session on social media management. Social media management. Yes, Majok.
Okay. Can you please go back to the part of experience in Brendan's profile, the part of education.
Yes, can you see that?
The other side, the left side, is not that visible. There are some of the writing which it has cut out.
No, this is the full education. It is here. It can be seen. So it can be. So
So
you
you
can.
mentioned before that the table, the latest one should be the first, and then followed by the older one. And now I can see from Brenda that the oldest are above, and then the latest are downward. How does? Or it is normal.
This one is is organized by the application. It's not her organizing it. So it's organized by LinkedIn algorithms. So the LinkedIn algorithms is the one that organizes that.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay then.
Beta, yeah, my question is, uh, what can we post in LinkedIn? Your pictures or about jobs or what?
Yeah. So mostly you post things that are professional. For example, if you have professional thoughts, like for you, you are a human resource person, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you can post human resource advice, like when you see professional advice based on what you learn in school or based on your experience, you share with people, and then you be able to see what people think. For example, let me show you some of the things that Brenda is posting. Let's see some of her posts, and then also you can post, like if you participate in activities, like now you participate in this fellowship, you post about the fellowship so that you inspire people. If you are selected for an event, you post. If you get a new job, you post about it. For example, now this one was posted by Brenda 2 days ago, that she's excited to be part of the Awaken Conference 2025 on the 23rd of September. The theme, command the room with your presence even when silent. You see, she posted about this is a conference she's part of. You see, so she shares about it, and then she posts it. You see that, and then also here, I think she's been posting about that throughout, and then here she posts about her certificate. You see, so this certificate is is uh, is I think given to her in honor of something. I think, yeah, this certificate of leadership influence roundtable academy. You see, she's been given this certificate, and then she shares about it, and then yeah, and then here she shares about CV, that whoever told you to just add more keywords to your CV was not giving you full picture. She shares her insight on CV, and then here she talks about CV again. So you just share your thoughts about certain issues that connect to your profession or your experiences. Okay, and then somebody is asking that how do you verify your LinkedIn profile. I mentioned that you verify your LinkedIn profile using your passport or using your work email. So these are two ways you use for verifying your LinkedIn profile. Your work email must be on a corporate domain. It should not have at gmail.com or at outlook.com. It should be a company or organization email. If you don't have that, then you use your passport to verify. And And for you to do that, you have to come to your profile, and then you go to settings. When you come to your profile, you come to settings. And then when you come to settings like this, like right now, I am in settings. And then once you come to settings, and then you come to account preferences. And then under account preferences, you see verification. You see this? This is the link for verifications. And then you click verifications, and then it will take you through the process where you have to use your passport or your work email to verify. So that is a link for you to be able to verify your profile. And someone is asking, what is premium? Premium is paid version. So premium is where you have to pay for, because LinkedIn is a business, so it has to make ways of making money. So premium account is where you have to pay money, and then once you pay for premium, there's usually you have a gray icon that will be near your profile. So it's just a subscription based model now, that you have to pay for the services. So it's now like the one that I use is free, but if I want to upgrade, then I can pay. And then if you want to edit your public profile and URL, then this is where you click. This where you see on my left, on my right. And then somebody is asking that he doesn't have a question. Okay, yeah, so you shouldn't have difficulty. So because if you have question, you should ask the question now. Otherwise, later it will be very difficult for me to help you. So this is the point we help you, and we have pretty much explained everything that you need to know. And if you have been following closely, I don't think you should be facing a challenge. You will only face challenge if you have not followed this session closely. And Majog is saying his LinkedIn used to send him job adverts in Kenya, and yeah, I think maybe you created your account selecting Kenya as a country. Yeah, so that is why it sends you job adverts from Kenya. So you might want to check your profile and change things like demographics and so forth. So yeah, so that is it with LinkedIn. So if there are no other questions, then we can move to social media management. And before we move to social media management, yesterday I shared a link for a social media app called Fedica. I don't know how many of you have been able to create. If you have created your account, you type created in the chat box so that I know how many people have created that I am talking to. If you have not created, please you create that. Yes, very good, Betty, James. Okay, nice. Have you added your accounts? If you have added some of your accounts, you also comment added. If you have added some of your social media accounts, the only accounts you cannot add are YouTube and TikTok, because they will need you to pay. Yeah, somebody is saying yeah, there should be a problem of Abraham saying he downloaded but it's not opening. Probably it's not compatible with your phone. So try creating on the computer if it can open. Abraham, otherwise, so sorry about that. Yes, those ones who have, yes, and please for like most of these sessions are practical based. So sometimes if you don't follow as we do, you will run into a lot of challenges later, and it can be very difficult to help you if you don't follow as we go through with the sessions. So I really encourage you that once we say you do this, you find some time, and most of these things don't take a lot of time. Like creating a Fedica account takes about 5 to 10 minutes if you're somebody who is very fast, and 5 to 10 minutes you have your account and you have added your social media. So that is very important. So Fedica, this is how Fedica looks like on the computer. This is not mine, this is for the organization, and mine is on my phone, and unfortunately I've not logged into it here. So this is for the organization. So here we have added our X account, we have added our Threads account, our Pinterest, our Blue Sky, and our Mastodon. So when you click the plus, this is where you get all the eligible apps. You can connect Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, Pixel, FET, Tumblr, Facebook, Mastodon, and Threads. But I think for many South Sudanese, we mostly use X or Twitter, Instagram. Few people use Pinterest and LinkedIn. And it doesn't mean that you should create accounts for those social that you don't use. No, that is not what it means. It means only add the accounts that you are already active on. You wanted, Winnie, you have your old account or what? Please, and when you are creating a new account. You don't need to enter a password of your previous of any other account. This is a new account that you are creating. So that means you have to create everything fresh. You have to create a new password for it and stuff like that. And you have to make sure, don't forget the password. Always, yesterday we said that you should use password managers in order to what? To keep your accounts. Now, after after you add like this, then this is what you call the dashboard. So the dashboard has very basic things. One, it has your post calendar. Then here it has the interface where you are posting, and here it has the button where you can save as draft, where you can schedule and stuff. And then for Twitter, it will give you how many followers you have on Twitter. Like now we have 281 followers, and we follow 245 people. And then yes, and then here it gives trends. Yeah, so pretty much that is it. So this is the free version, but the paid version has a lot of features, but I advise you to use the free version for now. Now, here, this is where you create your post. You create your post here, okay? For you can type your post here, and then if you want to make a poll, you can also make a poll using this. And then if you want to add an image, you click the camera icon. You can get image from the library. You can get GIFs. You can upload from your phone or computer, and then you add. And then here is when you want to use AI, but this is a pro version, so you cannot use it in the free plan. In the free plan, you can use only the polls and this. And then now, let me say, let me just get something to post. Let me see if I can get a post about Happy Sunday. Okay. Where can I get something? Okay. So there's nothing I can get here. Okay, let me just say this one. Yeah, so I've added the picture, it's loaded, and then you can write your text here. Hello, happy Sunday, everyone. Just something like that. And then you can post now if you want. You can post, you can click this and then it will go. But now I don't want to post it, so I will not click this. And then if I want to save as draft, I can click save as draft, but I don't want to save as draft. And then if you want to schedule is when you want to post it into the future. Now what you have to do is with the free plan, you can schedule up to 10 posts only. Like you can put 10 posts to be posted in the future. And then if you want to do more, it's not allowed in the free plan. So, but 10, I think is enough. For example, if your goal is to post, if your goal is to post once every day, like for organization and stuff, you don't need to post many things daily. You can, let's say, post once or twice a day. Maybe you want to post in the morning and evening. So that means you can schedule like for 5 days, 2 posts per day. If you're scheduling 1 post per day, even as a person, that means you can have posts for 10 days. Like if you're someone who is very busy during weekdays, anytime you find free time. Why is this important? Because it saves time. Like let's say, like now, if I am free, I can create posts and then schedule about 10 posts, 1 per day. It will run for 10 days, you see? Then again, after 10 days, I will then be able to create posts and then even now my LinkedIn. On my LinkedIn, Mozilla is just schedule those posts and then they go whenever the dates that I set them come. And then I don't need to think about posting. People may think, oh, this guy is posting. No, but no, I'm not, right? Because all my content is scheduled and then they go whenever and then once the posts are finished, they will send you an email that, hey, all the posts that you have scheduled are finished. So and then that tells you that you have to now create another post. So now if I click schedule, then there's pipeline. So when you see pipeline means that Fedica will choose for you the best times to post. You see, that is pipeline. And then a specific date is when you yourself, you want to choose which date. And then if you want the post to repeat, you see, you can then choose. Like, you see, this is very good, like, especially for organizations. Let's say if you have posts about Happy Sunday, you want to share with people, then you can just set here. You want it more than once, right? You can say every 5 days, and then the post has to go. I think this one is now a pro feature. They are not allowing, right? Yeah, but then if you say every, yeah, okay, so you cannot change the frequency. For free plan, it will say you should post every 7 days. You repeat it once, I think. You cannot say more than once. So it will repeat every 7 days once, and then you post another one. And then you can put your specific time, exact time you want the post to go. You choose the exact date you want the post to go. You check. If you want to optimize optimal time, you click here, and then you can then, if you want to optimize, they just say choose the date, and then Fedica will choose for you the best time to post, just like in the pipeline. In the pipeline, they will choose for you both the date and time for posting. But under the specific date, you can optimize, and then they choose for you what time works on that specific day. And then if you want to repeat, you can then repeat here after 7 days. And then you what? You add the pause to your calendar. So this is how social media management works with Fedica. And then if you want to see your dashboard, of course, you click dashboard, and then you are taken back to your dashboard. And then publishing, yeah, publishing is here in terms of seeing your post calendar. In case you have scheduled some things, yeah, you will then see here. You can install the browser extension if you're using your computer. Yeah, so this is it. And it has a YouTube video teaching you also how to post on Fedica. And then you can see drafts in case you have put any post in drafts. You can see your draft posts here. But now we don't have any draft post. If you have your media library, if there are some pictures or posters that you want to use very often, you can then you can upload here the pictures, and the pictures will stay here. So anytime you want to post them, then you post. Hours, if you want to check which hours work, you want to check which hours to schedule, you can then create your schedule hours here. Again, here's a video that explains to you how to schedule content for different time zones. You can check out this video. Yeah, and then pipelines, yes. So pipelines is a powerful way of lining up your content so that they go automatically for as long as you want, and then it is auto publishing. And then hashtags, you can create hashtags and group them. So this is now if you want to use hashtags to be able to identify. And then if you want to do bulk upload, you can do bulk upload, and then also, but you have to set pipeline first before doing bulk upload. And here is a video that explains to you how to do bulk upload on Fedica. And then here, if you're using the computer, you can install the browser extension that works on Chrome, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. So these are key elements of the publishing tab. And then here, the next tab is for optimizing. So optimizing is the best times to post, but the optimizing is, they have taken it out of the free plan. Now you can optimize only in the pro plan. But that is, by the way, you can still use optimize under the pipelines in publishing. And then community analysis, again, all these ones are now under the free plan, so don't worry about that. They are under the pro plan, so don't worry about that. If you want to analyze account timeline, generating reports, this is where this happens. And then if you want to analyze an account like Twitter account, you can do that here. Let me see if this works. Let me see if this actually works by analyzing the followers and engagement. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, so here it tells you, it just gives you the account details. You have the account name, the followers, the following, the number of posts the account has made. So right now we have made 714 posts. These are our number of followers and so forth. Yes, you cannot compare accounts, quality audit, all these are in the pro plan. Listening, keywords and hashtags. If you want to search for keywords and hashtags, you can also do that. You can create report for keywords and hashtags. We have not used that in the last 7 days, in the last 30 days. And yes, so, but then if you had, then you would do that. And then also it has an affiliate program. You can join its affiliate program. You can become an advocate for Fedica, and you can post with a profit. So you can add up to 35% commission while you build your authority. You can help small businesses grow and generate income. So this is for people who are interested. You can partner with brand advocates to share the support of Fedica. You can get unique tracking links so that you can use to share Fedica page on your website, social media, or however you choose it. You can start for free. You can use marketing materials, tools, and models. So this is for people who are considering, people who are doing affiliate marketing. Yes. So this is it with Fedica. And if you want to do your account, you click your account. If you want to edit, you click account, and you can change your account email. You can change your account type. You can, if you want to now, if you feel that you want more features from Fedica and you want to pay them, you can then change your plan here. You can see your invoices here if you're somebody who is paying for, and then yes, and then you can monitor your network, send updates. If you want to delete your account, you can click cancel account, and your account will be deleted from the Fedica platform. And yes, and then here, of course, you can, yeah, so these are the settings that you can access using this. If you want to create teams for Fedica, you can create a team here when you are in the pro plan. That is now if you are at the corporate level. But now our focus is on the video and how can you build yourself. So this one, you don't need a team for that. So this one, you just create your personal, you add your personal accounts, and then you try posting on all these three platforms at the same time. It reduces the need for you to go to Instagram and post, go to Facebook and post, go to Twitter and post. You can post from one place and your content can go, and you can schedule posts in advance so that you have enough time to relax. So that is it with Fedica. If you have any questions about Fedica, you can ask, and then I will show you. Yes, so this is pretty much good. It is one of the few social media management tool that actually allows you to manage up to this huge number of socials. Others like we have competitors like Buffer. Buffer allows you to add only 3. You do not add more than three socials on Buffer. You can add only 3 on the free plan. If you want to add more, then you have to pay. And then we also have Metricool. Metricool is also good. It's like Fedica. It adds more. But the problem with Metricool is that it doesn't allow you to add LinkedIn on the free plan. So LinkedIn is on a paid plan. Even I think, yes, let me see. We have Metricool also for the organization. So we balance between Buffer, Metricool, and Fedica, so that at least we are able to benefit from these freebies, yeah, because we don't have budgets for paying for social media management tools. It's a bit of expensive also. So this is Metricool again. So with Metricool, yes, LinkedIn is pro. You cannot add free version for LinkedIn. You cannot add LinkedIn on the free version. Yes, even Twitter. Yes, I think recently they took away Twitter, so that is why we had to move to Buffer for us to be able to connect our Twitter and LinkedIn. So this is the disadvantage with Metricool. This is why I did not recommend for you Metricool, because it doesn't allow you to add Twitter. It doesn't allow you to add LinkedIn on the free plan, but you can add Instagram, Threads, you can add Blue Sky, you can add Pinterest, you can add TikTok, you can add Google My Business, you can add YouTube on what? On the free plan for Fedica. But I just think that for Metricool, I just think that they have not done well by removing Twitter and then LinkedIn. And then Buffer, the one I talked about. Buffer is also good, but like I mentioned earlier, with Buffer, you can only add 3. You can add only 3 socials in the free plan. Yeah, so this is Buffer, and I think for Buffer, you can actually connect all. You can. These are the platforms that that Buffer supports. Let me see. Let me see the platforms that are supported by Buffer. So Buffer supports all these platforms. Yes, if you click connect channel, yes, Buffer supports Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blue Sky, Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Pinterest, Start Page, Twitter or X, and then Google My Business. So these are the platforms that are supported by Buffer, but you can add only 3 accounts, not more than 3. That means that if you only have 3 accounts, like if you have only Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you can use Buffer. It's a good option. But if you have more, then you have to go for Fedica. I think Fedica is the best. Okay.
Publishing. Yeah, publishing. You can repeat yourself. It's not clear to me.
Are you on a computer or you are on a phone? You create right now. You are accessing
I'm
Fedica
on phone. On phone. Mobile phone.
on phone. Do you see this box? You open your app. Do you see that box for publishing?
I'm seeing, yeah. I'm seeing.
Yes. So this is where you see, compose is where you add your content. You write whether it's a text, whether it's what, and then if you want to add image, you click the camera icon. So the camera icon you should be able to see even on the phone. You should be able to see it. You click it, and you can add your image or video to your post. And then this one is for you to create polls. And then this one is not available on the free plan. This one is when you want to use artificial intelligence to be able to edit your content or to be able to generate ideas, but it's not available. So for free plan, you only have the one for adding images or videos, and you have the one for making polls. And then post now is the post will go immediately. As you just click right now, the post will go to all the socials that have been connected. And then also when you are posting, you can actually choose which platform you want to post to and which ones you don't want to post to. For example, right now they're all inactive, but now you want to create a post. If I want it to go to all of them, then I just select. I want it to go to X, to Threads, to Pinterest, to Blue Sky, and to Mastodon. Then I click like that. But let's say I don't want this post to go to Mastodon, and I want it to go to Blue Sky, and then I just highlight. So when you highlight them, when they are not selected, they will look gray. But then when they are selected, you will see the blue round icon around these profiles. And then save drafts is when you have drafted the post. You don't need to post. Maybe you don't need to go now. You want to edit later. Then you click draft. And then if you want to schedule is when you don't want the post to go now. You want the post to go in the future. Then you click schedule. And then it has 2 options. It has pipeline option. The pipeline option is where Fedica will choose the date and time that your post will go. So that is why you see all these things are inactive. So the only option for you is just to click to pipeline, and then the app will choose what time and what date the post should go based on the optimized times. And then if you don't need to do like that, then you can choose a specific date. So with the specific date, now you have the liberty to choose which date you want your post to what to go. So you can choose any of the available dates. It can be tomorrow, it can be after 2 days, it can be after 3 days, whichever date that you want. Let's say you want to make a post on your birthday. You can arrange the post early, and then you just schedule it, and then you put it on your birthday. When your birthday comes, even if you forget, the post will just what? I will just go. If let's say you have a friend and you want to celebrate their birthday, but you're afraid that you might forget, then you just schedule the post for their birthday, add their photo, and then you schedule on that day of their birthday. Then the post will just go. So pretty much this is how you work with publishing on Fedica. Is that clear? Okay, nice. Uh, somebody's saying, can I use my student's email to verify LinkedIn account in case I don't have work email? I don't think student email works. You can try that, but I cannot guarantee it works. So because you have to first indicate that you work at a company, and then the company domain that you use must be verified by LinkedIn, and that is why LinkedIn gets to verify people. But if that doesn't work, then just use your passport to verify. And then Josephine is saying, I tried adding my social media platforms, but it's rejecting all my passwords. Yeah, probably if you entered wrong passwords, that is why you're not able to add your accounts. So for you to add your accounts, you must enter correct passwords for you to enter your account. And then, for example, if you use computer and then your accounts are all logged in on the same browser, usually Fedica will just detect automatically that this account has been added. So make sure that while you add your accounts, you actually use correct passwords that are actual. And then also, don't forget your passwords. But this is the thing. Yesterday we talked about this. This is a very important aspect of digital security. Make sure that your passwords, you don't forget them. Store your passwords very well using a password manager. If you don't know how to use a password manager, then you have to use a private Google Doc. Make a private Google Doc, and then you save your passwords on Google Doc. Anytime you want, you can go to that Google Doc and be able to access it. But again, don't forget your account to the Gmail that has the Google Doc. So pretty much that is how you can help yourself. Nice. So any other questions? If you have questions, if there are any other questions, please ask. Yes, Anna. Yes, Anna, please proceed to speak. If you are speaking, your microphone is off. You have to first unmute and then proceed to speak. Thank you. Another person with a different question apart from that? Okay. So if there are no questions, then I think you can begin with the first assignment right now. You proceed to those ones who have not created Fedica accounts. Please, you create it right now. Create your Fedica accounts now, and then add your socials, and then you yes, that is the link for Fedica. If you're using a phone, go to the app, go to the app, go to the WhatsApp group, and then download the links. We share the links to the app, whether you're using iPhone or what, and then create this ones whose phones have refused. Like for Abraham, you have to use a computer to create your Fedica account and figure out what is the problem. Why is it not working on your phone? Otherwise, it should be able to work on most phones. And then you create your account and be able to post. Yes, I see there's a hand from Nyakwar. Yes, Nyakwar?
Yeah, I have a question. Hope you're getting me.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, I have a question I've dropped on the chat box, but it's like you didn't see it. You mentioned something about using your passport when verifying the LinkedIn account. So, like, do you use the number or what exactly? The passport
Yes, so
number?
what happens is you try right now. If you're on LinkedIn right now, you go to your settings, you will see all the processes there. Just you try practically
Well,
and then do it.
have not yet downloaded the app. Maybe I'll
You
try it
don't have
later.
yes. So if you download the app, then you
Have not
follow.
yet. It's okay.
Okay, and then usually for new accounts, it will take a bit of time. You have to use the account for some time in case you are creating LinkedIn for the first time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then you have to use your account for a few weeks or a few months, and then you do the verification. It's not,
Okay.
yes, it's not something urgent usually, but it's good for people who have used the app for long.
It's all right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Samuel, you have created. Have you added your social? You add the social, and then those ones who have not sent connection request, please go to the WhatsApp group and also send connection request to all of us. Yes, yesterday I shared my Yeah, so this is my LinkedIn profile. So please click it, and then yes, please click my profile and then send me a connection request. You don't follow me, but send me a connection request so that I can confirm that. Click on it and then send me a connection request, and then I should be able to confirm. Yes, Anne, your hand is up, but you are not speaking.
Sorry, I think my network was breaking and I was not getting you. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question on LinkedIn. When I was creating it, it gave me options like am I a student and then the job title. So when I tried to click on yes, I'm a student, so it gave me like the university I went to and the degree and the specialization. So my question is, when I tried to fill all that as a student, of course, it gave me like as a present student, of course. But then, what happened to someone that have graduated and is not having job yet? What option will that give? Because in the option of the job, it's giving you a job title and a company. So in
Yeah,
that, how can you help?
yeah, and then we mentioned earlier that in that case you have to choose now. You have to put your volunteer engagements. In case you volunteered for some organizations, put those volunteer work as your experiences. And also, if you
Okay.
did, if you are involved, like in community work, like in your community association or in student bodies, like in the student body and stuff, so you can add those as part of your experiences in under volunteering and internships also.
Okay.
Yes.
And the other one is about the job, like there are those jobs that they are trying to give you, and should one just try to tap on any when his or her professional job is not given?
Yeah, you have to first, for you to apply for those jobs that they suggest to you, make sure that
Mm.
one, your application, your profile is complete, because they will use your profile to assess your eligibility for the job. So make sure that your profile is very complete before you tap applying for those jobs. Otherwise, your application will not be considered. So if you have been following from the beginning, the first thing is to make sure that your profile is complete. Your profile is complete. You have put your education history properly. You have put your experiences properly. You have put a proper headline. You have written a very good about page. So those are the keys.
It's okay.
Okay, then thank you.
Right. Welcome.
Okay, nice. Yes, are we all done now? Yes. So what now? Your first assignment would now be to really now post. You post through Fedica, and then you schedule post ahead of time on Fedica. You schedule like 10 posts. You do like maybe 2 posts per day for 5 days, and then we see the success. I will be following you. That is why I want you to make sure that you send me connection requests on LinkedIn, and that is what I will use to assess. Then I will follow your profile to see if you have been posting. So make sure that your LinkedIn is added to your Fedica account, and then I will assess during the week whether you have been posting or you have not been posting. Now, social media management. Of course, we said earlier that the basics for LinkedIn, it's not just about having a profile, but also about being active. Because when you're on LinkedIn, you have to make sure that you're consistent. You have to post and you have to engage at least a few times a week, like just like how you engage on Facebook. Like many of you, the first app people open is Facebook. Many people, the first app they open is Messenger, right? But also, you should be able to open apps like what, like LinkedIn, and then you use social media management tools like Fedica.com or Buffer to create and schedule content. You also have to follow companies and influencers in your target industry, and also have to engage with their content. You can like, comment, and share thoughtfully. Yeah, when you connect with people, if you're somebody of HR, you check who are some respected HR people within the country. If you're somebody of media and communications, who are some of the respected media professionals within the country? Then you connect with them and then interact with their content. You post, comment, reshare their content, and then that is part of your engagement strategy. Next is content creation. You have to share articles, insights, and news from your industry. You have to, that's why I said you have to share your thoughts. All of us, we have a lot of ideas every time, yeah? So you have to share those ideas, because those ideas can inspire people and they can teach one or two people about one or two things out there. So you have to make sure that that it happens very well. And then you have to write your own post about a project you're working on or a skill that you have learned. Yes, just like how you see the example of Brenda sharing her certificate after she finished a course. So you also have to do that. Even as you undergo through this fellowship, you're supposed to post, oh, today we learned LinkedIn profile optimization, and these are some of the key things I was able to pick from what? From the fellowship sessions, right? So that way you are sharing your experiences through things that are happening to you see, and that is why even social media exists. Let's say you got selected for a scholarship. Yeah, you share. Like now, if you get selected for Chevening, usually the people from the British Embassy will tell you, yeah, you have to post about it. You have to post about what the scholarship that we have given you. And then also you have to use polls to spark conversation. That is why some of you are in your skill boost group. You see, very often we share polls in the WhatsApp group so that people are able to get one or two things or learn or two things, and also to keep the group active as part of the engagement strategy. And then also you have to share your journey in terms of what you are learning, in terms of any challenges you are running through, and in terms of your successes. That is how even you get jobs, right? Because sometimes when you say, oh, like let's say some of you, you have participated in a training, you have been taken to train people on one or two things. Yeah, you have to post that, oh, I've been training people on this thing, and they learn this. Somebody will see that. Next time somebody is looking for a trainer around that same field, they will say, oh, I remember last time Garang posted about having a training on this. Okay, I think you should be the best person. Then the person will contact you. Then if you write a lot about HR, about public health, about policies and stuff, next time an expert is looking for someone around there, somebody says, oh, I see this person posting about this thing regularly. I think he's somebody who is good in that field. And then they are able to what? To reach out to you. But then if you keep quiet, nobody will know what you're good at. If your work is just to go and check what other people are writing, then I tell you that you are missing out. You are missing out, and you need to rethink, and you need to do better. Don't miss out like that. You have to also post. People also have to learn from what? People also have to learn from you, what you are doing, and how they can benefit, and how they can connect you to opportunities. Next is yes. How then do you build network on LinkedIn? Because we say that LinkedIn is also a networking platform. How then do you get to build a network? Make sure that you connect strategically. Don't just send requests to everyone. You see, you have to also send personalized requests. Sometimes you can even send a DM to someone. Hi, my name is this. I saw your profile and was impressed by, you can mention a specific skill, and you say, I would love to connect and learn from experience. And this can make a huge difference. You also join LinkedIn groups that are relevant to your field. You also attend online and in-person events, and you should be able to connect with people that you meet. So when you meet somebody at a meeting or at a workshop, say, oh, what is your name on LinkedIn? I would like to connect with you. You see that? That way you are building your network professionally, and you're leveraging LinkedIn as a platform to continue to engage with the people that you meet regularly. So you have to try to do that. How many of you have ever asked for someone's LinkedIn from a meeting? So if you have ever done that, please comment or just put a thumbs up if you have ever done that. If you have not done that, you can just ignore. Yeah, but then it's very important to make sure that you connect like that. So how do you then find jobs, or how do you seek jobs on LinkedIn? You have to use the jobs tab, use keywords, use filters, and use alerts to find relevant opportunities. You can use the easy apply button. The easy apply button only works if your profile is complete. Like I said, if your profile is very, very complete, you can then make sure that you are able to use the easy apply button. Otherwise, you have to personalize your application because it makes it better. Also, you have to use, we say that before you apply to any company, or organization, or before you go for an interview. But the best is before you apply for any role in any company. The first thing is to research about that company or that organization. And then you can use LinkedIn as a place or as a tool to research companies and find employees to connect with them before you apply. Yes. So sometimes, oh, you got a job from World Vision South Sudan. You want to apply, and then you check World Vision. Oh, who can I find on LinkedIn that works at World Vision? And then you see if you can connect with that person. You ask them a few questions before you what? Before you apply, and they might be the hiring manager, and they can root for you during the what? During the application. So that is very important. Also, you need to follow recruiters. So follow recruiters and companies that you're interested in. Yeah, when you are looking at jobs at MTN, yeah, you have to make sure you check LinkedIn and see who are those people working at MTN South Sudan. And then you are able to check out their profiles and follow them, and then be able to use the strategy under company research to connect with them. And this can even increase your chances of going there. So final checklist, as a summary of what we discussed, we say that one, you have to use a professional photo and background image. This is very, very important, and you must never ignore it. Next, you have to optimize your headline and about section. Follow the explanations that I've made and follow the examples of the profiles that I have shown you. And then you have to quantify your experience. Don't say I manage a team, but say I manage a team of 5 over a course of 2 years. Don't say you increase sales. You have to mention by what percentage you increase sales by 15%. Don't say you develop press releases. How many press releases did you develop in what period of time? You are able to develop 10 press releases in 1 year, which were able to address about 5 issues. Yes. If you made videos, how many videos did you make? How many documentaries? You have to make sure that all these experiences quantified. You have to list relevant skills, and you have to get endorsements from your colleagues. You have to get at least one recommendation from someone that you have worked with. You have to set a content and engagement goal. Like you say, you want to post twice a week, or you want to post once a week, or you want to connect with 5 new people every week. You have to set goals like that. Every week, you must be able to connect with 5 people, you see? And like that, you get to move really fast and you get to grow your network. And your LinkedIn profile is a living document. Make sure that you update it. Don't just leave the document static. Every few months, when you get new certificates, new word, update your LinkedIn profile. You have to make sure that it grows as you also grow. Don't grow and then you leave your profile behind. You have to grow with it. So these are the key points, and these are the key points that we have discussed. So, and for the assignment, so this is your assignment for today. So for today, you have to go and conduct an audit of your LinkedIn profile. For people like Nyakwar who don't have LinkedIn, you have to go and create your LinkedIn profile. You have to make sure your LinkedIn has a headshot, a high profile resolution headshot, and then it must have a cover photo or a banner. You must upload them to your profile. Check the examples that I've shown you during the session. And then next, review your profile headline. Use the guidelines and the examples I have given to review your headline, and also write the about section based on the formulas and the advice that we have given in this masterclass. Add your skills, your goals, and your professional narratives. And then the experience, go to your work and education sections. Make sure that you revise and add at least 2 bullet points to quantify your achievement. So for every experience, don't put too many achievements. You can just put 2 to 4. Usually I recommend 2 to 4 or 2 to 5. If many 5, should not be more than 5. Just put them based on, again, the example we have given. And then you pin your top 3 skills to your profile. If possible, you get endorsements. And also get recommendation from people that you have worked with. Even you can ask recommendation from yourselves, from people who are fellows here. You can ask recommendations from people here, and then they should be able to write recommendations for you. And then what happened is you submit the link to your LinkedIn profile. Submit it in the assignment section. Submit your link, just like how I submitted the link to my profile. You see this? So your link must look like that. Submit your link in the assignment section on Google Classroom, and then I will be able to go through your profile and then grade your assignment. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. This is my this is my this is the link to my profile. When you click it and then you choose connect, don't just click follow, choose connect, and then so that I will be able to accept, and then I will be able to follow updates from you and then learn from you, and then see if you are making progress in terms of what we have learned from this masterclass. So if there are any questions, any comments, any objections, you can come forward. And yes, any questions? If there are any questions, otherwise, as we run into the question section, I am also sharing the link to the attendance. The attendance link is there in the chat box. Please. Yes, Fedica is part of the assignment. I say that for the assignment for Fedica, I will be able to track using your LinkedIn. So make sure that you add your LinkedIn account to your Fedica, and then you post. I want to see posts from at least each of you should be able to post once every day. And then I should be able to check your social media and see whether you have been posting, and make sure that you follow the examples of posts that we have explained in this masterclass. Make sure that your post makes sense. Use good photos. In case you're making posts that have photos, make sure that also you have good photos showcasing your student work.
Yes, leader.
If you have
Hello.
if just you can also compare that. So that is what is very important during this assignment. So I will be able to gauge the assignment for Fedica from that. But the primary assignment is the one that you are seeing here. The primary assignment is this for the LinkedIn profile audit, and this is the link that you should be able to submit. So yeah, I've shared the yes, Kako, you can, yes, that is very true. You can use your LinkedIn profile to advertise your business. Yeah, it's acceptable. So yeah, make sure you now it's easy. Now if you also advertise on Facebook, for example, then you can connect your Facebook account, your Instagram, and others on Fedica, upload your content, and you'll be able to advertise on all these platforms at the same time. So yes, you can advertise on LinkedIn. Thank you. Yeah, please fill in your attendance. For those ones who are following on YouTube, I will be dropping the attendance link in the chat box. For those ones who are following on YouTube, I am dropping the link to the attendance on the YouTube live stream, and you should be able to complete your assignment for the day. Otherwise, thank you all for being a nice audience. Thank you all for your questions. I hope that you have been able to learn one or two things. And please take these assignments very serious. You learn how to post using social media management tool like Fedica, especially after adding your accounts. And if you have any questions about the assignment is actually very simple because everything is already included in the notes and also has been explained. So in case you missed on anything, you have to find time to fill out the yes. Josephine, my name is not where. My name is there. My name is there in the attendance tracker. So under the facilitators, you will be able to find my name, please. Thank you. Yes, for those who are following on YouTube, I have shared the link to the attendance register, and it has been pinned on the live chat. So you can.
Hello, Peter.
Yes, please.
So how many times can somebody post? Is it a picture or content, or picture and content? Can
What are you saying? What are you saying?
like somebody can post the pictures, the photos, or a content in the LinkedIn?
I said you are not following me, I think. But what I was saying you can post things of various categories. You can post your work. For example, if you have been, let's say, if you have been attending a very important meeting, and then you took some photos. You can post about it. Today I had a very good meeting with so and so, where we discuss ABC, and as a result we resolve ABC. If you're somebody who is a student, you attended a very nice lecture, you are very impressed with it, you can post about the lecture. We participated in a lecture on this, and through the lecture we were able to gain XYZ and things like that. And you can also post advice. For example, you are a human resource person. If you want to post tips for people in human resource, you post those tips, right? And you can, it doesn't necessarily have to have photos. It can just be text. But usually for social media, it's good to share content that have photos. Content that has photos have high engagement compared to photos that do not have, compared to posts that do not have photos. And you can even post short videos if you have any. So it should be about your achievements, about the work that you do, about career advice in your line of work. And it can be about your achievements also. If you do courses, you want to post about a course that you recently finished online, and even things like this masterclass, what you learned. And also if you are able to connect with long-time friends and what those connections mean to you. Or if you want to write a blog post about anything, blog post just to educate people about anything, you can also what, you can also post. And remember, I told you that even on LinkedIn you can create articles. You see, when you, especially if you're using it on the computer, you can create articles like this, you see. And with this article, it's just like you're publishing on a website. You're able to put a headline, the full details of the article here. You are able to put a featured image. You are able to put a featured image here. You are able to put the headline and the full article here, right? So yeah, so just post about professional things that are related to what you do. That is the essence of posting. You don't know what to post here, Mayen. You be serious.
No, I know, but just clarification. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarification.
Yeah, you can also follow other people. You see what kind of posts do other people make, so that can help give you inspiration. Usually the best form of learning is by seeing what other people do, people that you like, people that you think are doing a good job out there. You check, see what kind of content do they share, and then from that you can then get examples and post. And now even with the use, yesterday I shared some chatbots on WhatsApp where you can brainstorm with. You can brainstorm with those chatbots, and they can be able to give you ideas that you can write on. But don't generate your entire post again using AI. That one is not good. Because these days we can easily detect content that is generated by AI. But you should be able to just brainstorm with them. They can give you ideas, and then you generate the post yourself. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, so silence means everyone is clear, everything is understood. So fill in your attendance, and then after filling in your attendance and after making sure that you have understood the assignment, I want to see very good LinkedIn profiles being submitted as part of the assignment. You learn how you can get your LinkedIn profile link. You learn how to brand it very well, explore. Usually for these assignments, you can dedicate 30 minutes every day to doing these assignments. In addition to that, my name is there. Please, you check the facilitator list very well. You should be able to see my name. My name is there in the facilitators list. I don't know why you are saying. You check here. Check under who facilitated the session for today. My name is here. My name is the second. Why are you saying my name is not there? So you should be able to see my name. My name is the second in the facilitators list. Thank you. Yeah. So if there are no questions, feel free. If there are no questions,
I think I have questions.
now somebody is asking that, how do you submit your LinkedIn profile? Yeah, you have to, when, like, for example, if you log in like this, if you log into LinkedIn on the computer, for example, you see, and then you click on your profile picture. When you click on your profile picture, then on top here, on the URL address, on the URL address bar, on the address bar of your URL, you should be able to see the address of your profile up there. also on the phone. When you're on the phone, when you click on your profile, you will see 3 dots. And when you click on those 3 dots, there's an option to share your what? Share your profile. So when you click share your profile, then you will see an option to copy link. And then when you copy the link, and then you will be able to what? When you copy the link, and then that is the link now that you share. That is the link to your profile. If you're on the phone, just click on your profile, tap on those 3 dots, usually on the right, and then click share, and you should be able to copy the link to your profile. On the computer, you just follow the steps I've shown you. Thank you. And someone is asking that, how do we track our progress on the assignments? Yeah, on Google Classroom, you'll be able to see your grades. I think everyone is seeing their grades. Usually when your work is graded, you will see the comments of the teacher as well as your grade. So go to Google Classroom, please check grades. You should be able to see your grades there, Mr. Wharton. Yes. Somebody is saying that I have added my account and included some pages. No. On Fedica, on the free option, you only add 1 account. You don't add many accounts, please. You only add 1 account per platform. On Facebook, you only add 1 Facebook account. On LinkedIn, you only add 1. You don't add many accounts of the same platform. Facebook, you add only 1. LinkedIn, you add only 1. Instagram, you add only. If you want to add many, then you have to pay. You have to pay for that. But per account, you only add 1. So if it is Facebook, you only add 1 account. 1 account per platform. Yes, so if there are no questions and you have filled the attendance and you have understood the assignment, feel free to leave. I will pause the assignment as well as the slides on Google Classroom, and you should be able to see from there. Thank you all for being part of the session, and I wish you the very best of your afternoon, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Somebody is saying, I'm trying to verify my LinkedIn is verify using persona. Yes, the persona is what we call the passport. So you proceed. Just follow just follow the process. Follow the process there. Follow the process of the persona, and then you will get up to where you will be required to put your passport. So just follow. You are on the right track. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, feel free to leave, everyone, and I wish you the very best. Update your profiles, and we see your revamped work. Do you guys have questions for me? Those ones who are still here.